Great weekend for us. Thought we played extremely well. Starting at Indiana State. Indiana State was, I think, on a 5-game winning streak, and as we know, Terre Haute's a very tough place to play. It's usually a grind, and Friday was no different. I thought we played extremely well for about 25 minutes. Started the third quarter extremely well, and then they went to their press, and we got a little hesitant and lost some shooters. Three-point shooters, and they got in a little bit of rhythm, and we got a little hesitant against their press, and we had opportunities to score on the backside and didn't do that. I really believe if we could have done that, we'd have got them out of the press. But instead, we got a little hesitant, and it caused us problems. I think it was 7 going into the fourth, and then it was a battle. But extremely proud of how we persevered. I thought we made big plays and big moments to come away with that win. We had 3 kids in double figures. I think Kennedy had 18, Ellie had 11, and Megan had another double-double. And I thought we got very good contribution and continue to get good contribution off of our bench. And that's, again, going to be a key. Going into Evansville, that's a tough place to play, too, even though Evansville, I think, was 0-11. One of the things that I talk to our kids about, there's a reason why the game's not played on paper. It's very important that we respect our opponents. You take the records out, and it's about us trying to be better than we was on Friday, and I thought our kids did a really good job of that. You have to give Evansville credit. I thought they played probably the best first quarter that they had played all year. That is a shooter's gym, and they shoot the basketball extremely well there. Again, I think it was a 1-point game at end of the first quarter, but we really wanted to stay true to what we do defensively and wear them down. We pressed a little bit more than we usually do in hopes of wearing them down, that being a 40-minute game, and we was able to break away and take advantage of some things probably midway in the second quarter, and that's where the game was won. I thought we did an extremely good job of moving the basketball. I think we had 23 assists to just 3 turnovers, which is, you've heard me talk weekly about our inability to take care of the basketball, and that's something that we talk about every day. And I thought our kids did a tremendous job of taking care of the basketball at Evansville. We had 4 kids in double figures. And when you look at what Kennedy was able to do, 9 assists, I think, to just 1 turnover. And I think she probably had anywhere from 13 to 14 assists on the weekend to 3 to 4 turnovers. That's very good considering how much she has the basketball in her hand. Nicole came off and gave us a great lift when we were struggling a little bit to score at Evansville. I think she had 19 to lead 4 kids in double figures. So extremely proud and very pleased of the effort and contribution we got and able to come away with 2 wins this weekend. You know, I've talked a lot about staying true to the process, and as I take you back when I talked originally at the beginning of the season, it is a process. And when you look at our roster, we had 5 kids that played 10 minutes or more. And when you're struggling and you're going through some things, it's kind of hard to stay true to that process. But I think this team has done a very good job of that. We're getting better. We're starting to understand the importance to coming to work every day and valuing the basketball and staying locked in on every possession. And it's starting to pay off for us. Obviously, we play a very, very good Drake team this week. Drake is as good as I've seen. They remind me a lot of, and I've said this, of the Warriors and how they share the basketball. They remind me a lot of Purdue men and how they move offensively with their ability. You always have to guard Drake in one possession. You have to guard their screening action, you have to guard their cutting action, and you have to guard the shot in one possession, and that's hard to do. Purdue men are a lot like that, and then they remind me of UConn women and how efficient they are. The thing about it is as much as you want to think it's a defensive, it really isn't. You have to be able to score against Drake and with Drake because they score in a variety of ways, both from the three, inside. They do a great job of exploiting mismatches. They're just a very good team, very, very good team. And we're excited about the opportunity. You know, to be the best, you have to beat the best, and you have to be willing to play the best. So we're looking forward to this opportunity. We embrace it. We're excited about it. And more than anything else, we're excited to be back home in the McLeod Center. Are there any questions?
You know, in that Evansville game, how pleased are you that the team was able to build a big lead like they've done in previous games, but this time really do a great job protecting that lead?
You know, and that's one of the things that we talked about at halftime, Chris, of taking the score out. It's 0-0, but coming out and being efficient on the offensive end, continuing to take care of the basketball and continuing to stay locked in defensively, and I thought we did that. You know, we talked a lot about if we could start to really eliminate the unforced turnovers, that gives us anywhere from 8 to 14 more points a game, and I thought they did a very good job of that yesterday.
What do you think of Rose's weekend, especially rebounding the basketball?
You know, I'm glad you brought Rose up. Rose is a tremendous. She is really our glue because she does so many little things that don't show up in the newspaper for us, but I want to tell you, Rose had 5 turnovers against Indiana State, and she comes back and has none against Evansville. And that talks a lot about her mental toughness. But what I really like is she always gives us extra possessions. She's the first kid on the floor. She'll take a charge. She's getting us tips, just does a tremendous job of doing the little things to get us extra possessions.
It was a 17-point loss at their place in the first meeting. What are some of